year, we watched with envy as our next guest ate a now legendary potato chip omelet on television. A new series, a season of her multi-award winning show, The Bear, premieres June 27th on Hulu. Please welcome Abby Elliott. The vice president?
Good. I did just meet her. That was
nice.
Thrilling.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah,
absolutely.
Did she recognize you from the show?
She did. She said she was a big fan.
So when I started watching The Bear, I didn't know you were on it, and then you appeared, and I was like, oh my God, Abby is on the show.
Yeah.
I've known you since you were a kid.
I know. Well, you have, and you honestly, you were so nice to me when I was first starting out. You had me come on and do sketches.
I was trying to ingratiate myself to your father, who, you know, I idolize, your dad, Chris Elliott. Yes.
Loves you.
He's one of the best guys of all.
But, you know, like, you were just so supportive of me, and kind of in the same way that Letterman was to him. Like, I felt that way about you. And
thank you.
I
appreciate
that. No, I'm
serious.
It really meant a lot.
You did like a lot of bits for us.
I did a bit, and I have a clip.
Oh, you do? You brought a clip?
Yeah, okay. I brought a clip.
Which clip is this?
This clip is, I'm playing a TGI Fridays waitress, and I'm serving a platter of fingers. I think it was a joke, like Fridays had some finger. It was a news story.
It was a news story.
Fridays had some finger in
someone claimed
a hamburger.
Yeah, they got
someone
a finger.
Claimed they got a finger in a hamburger.
And okay, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Do you have a hankering for fresh fingers hot off the grill? At TGI Fridays, we got 'em.
Fingers and Fridays, it's getting good. A whole lot of fingers in the neighborhood.
I would eat that. I would probably eat that if they served it to me.
So, I mean, I really feel like the producers of The Bear saw that, and they were like, she's a shoo-in.
Oh, yeah. She's got restaurant experience.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
The show The Bear, for those who have not seen the show, takes place in a restaurant. It starts as kind of a very casual restaurant.
Yep.
It becomes a fine dining establishment. Have you ever worked in a real restaurant?
Yes. Well, yeah. It was a week. The whole thing lasted.
What was the restaurant?
Louise's Trattoria?
Trattoria? Here in L.A.
Here in L.A., yeah. And it was around the same time that I did this, and I think I was like, I'm doing skits on Kimmel now. I'm like, I gotta go, but...
Were you in college at this time, or is this...
No. So I was in college very briefly for a semester in New York City, and I really never wanted to go. I wanted to move out to LA and do this.
You didn't want to go to college?
I didn't, but I felt like, well, I got in. It was a good program, a good acting program, and I just had to leave like immediately. I was so ready to go that, I made this plea to my parents, and I was just like, please let me go. And, part of it was because I was living in the Y, and there were mice.
You were living at the Y?
I was living, at the Y on 47th Street.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but, yeah.
You don't know why?
I don't know why. I was living at the Y. But, no, there were these mice that would just torment me. They were the room was a shoebox, and they would like climb up electrical cords and into bed with me, and I had this like vision that I was sleeping, and they would like come into like my bed and open my eyes and urinate in my eyes and then close them and then scurry off.
Yeah.
And I had pink eye at the time, so I think that was probably like
great.
That from the mice.
You got the pink eye, yeah.
And so I told all this to my parents, and then they understood. They were like,
let you drop out.
Yeah, they let me drop out. They were like, story checks out. Okay.
Yeah, and they didn't think, maybe we'll move her to a dorm, huh? We'll just get her. You just drop right out of college.
Ship her to LA, get her on Kimmel.
And then you were on Saturday Night Live. You did a whole bunch of things, but then you get this show. Did you have any idea how popular it was going to be?
I didn't, but I knew it was just so special, but it's just so few and far between that, like, shows hit like this.
Right, yeah.
And, I knew it would be special, but I thought maybe, okay, it'll have a cult following or something, and people will find it in the middle of the night, and then, all of a sudden there were memes and it was crazy.
People love, one of the things they love besides the relationship, the acting and the writing, all that stuff, is the attention to detail on the show.
Yes.
Like that potato chip omelet I
Oh,
mentioned.
yeah. The potato chip omelet.
Was it good?
So I was pregnant season 2, actually pregnant on the show, and the one food aversion, like I felt great, but the one aversion I had was to eggs. And so,
Oh, no.
yes, Sydney makes Natalie this beautiful omelet. It's got goat cheese and potato chips, and I had to have a spit bucket. And I executed it perfectly. She was practicing in the kitchen. She did 2 takes, I think, and I had to spit it out.
Really? And
Yeah.
so every time you took a forkful, you spit it out into a bucket?
Spit it out, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if it had Sour Patch Kids on it or something,
Yeah,
that
that
would've
might
been,
have, you would have been able to handle
then
it?
I would have been like, okay, let's go. But
And your son is how old now?
he's a year.
And does he like eggs?
He loves eggs.
Does he like
Yeah.
potato chips?
He likes potato chips.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh! Well, maybe you learn how to make it and make it for him. Well, it's great to see you. Congratulations on all the success of the
much.
show and the SAG award and all that stuff. Abby Elliott, everybody. All 10 episodes of season 3 of The Bear premiere June 27th on Hulu. We'll be right back.